Hello and welcome to Woman to Woman. Thank you for joining the show today. And I have my host panel with me today. I have Shirley and Boogie on with me today. How you doing?
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. If you'd like to join in on the discussion today, you can call in at 530-881-1300. And participation code is 165290. Again, that's 530-881-1300. Code 165290. Today we're going to be talking about 5 rules for relationship engagement and transformer questions. But first, let's go to the news. Shirley, what's in today's news?
Well, there's a lot of things going on, but I really wanted to just ask y'all this question.
Shirley, are you there? Shirley.
Got bad reception. She dropped her.
Oh, okay. All right, until she comes back, I want to talk about, I have an app for today's app. Shirley's going to come out with the news in a moment. We had some technical difficulties. But I am an app bug, and I did find an app that I was very excited about and wanted to share. I am a big Black Friday shopper. Boogie, you a Black Friday shopper?
You caught me off guard when you said big black. I'm like, okay, hold on. Go ahead. I'll let you finish before you said big black. But go ahead.
Well, me and my sister, we're big on the big Black Friday shopping. Hey, Shirley, is that you?
Hey, yes, I don't know what in the world is going on, but lost our connection.
That's okay, girl. I'm talking about this this cool app I found, and we'll come back to the news in a sec. Okay. But it's an app for Black Friday, and it's called Black Friday, and it's in the Android market, and I believe it's for iPhone as well. But I really do like it because it gives you a listing of the stores that already have their Black Friday list ready, and as they come available, it tells you how many more days left. You can search by category. If you want to do like clothing, accessories, computers, electronics, you can do a search and type in what you're looking for. They have an option for deals, some of the top deals, and you can save to a My List and star it. It'll let you click on the items or the ad, and you can either buy it now directly from the app, or you can save it to your favorites list, and you can also share it for Facebook, Twitter, and email. It gives you color images of the items, descriptions, price. It gives a lot of information, and if you're a big Black Friday shopper like me, for me, this is like the fun time of the year. Of course, the eating is fun, but after everybody's full, it's time to plan and shop. Sometimes we get up 2 a.m. to go stand in line somewhere to go get the deal, if the deal is especially that good. And I'll tell you, a lot of the bigger electronics are the things we hunt for on the Black Friday sale. And
Right about that.
I noticed that one thing that's really good that a lot of people don't think about during Black Friday sale, a lot of cell phones go on sale. I usually wait and upgrade around the Black Friday time or the cyber deals. And what I'll do, I won't go to Sprint directly, Verizon or T-Mobile, and upgrade my stuff through them. What I'll do is I'll go to either Walmart or Target. You can also go to Radio Shack and Best Buy. Their prices seem to be a little bit higher, but especially Walmart. You can go and renew your plan through them, get the phone on sale, and usually on Black Friday week or Cyber Week, when you upgrade with them, you get a gift card, a Walmart gift card, and it could be anywhere between $50 to $100.
Girl, hush.
If you walk in the store, you get the deal for the phone, and you get your deals up front. It's not like one of those mail-in things. The same phone might cost you $200-300 if you go to Verizon or Sprint, but you go to Walmart and you might can get it for $50 or $70 up front, and you don't have to mail in
Okay.
anything. Plus, they usually give you a
Okay,
gift
that's
card.
it.
For the last couple of years, I've been giving out gift cards on that day. On certain days, it'll be in the ad, and it'll tell you what day the gift card is good for. And even if you don't buy it, go to the store and get it, you can order the same deal online, and you get an electronic gift card that you can use on your online purchases.
Okay, that's good.
So, and you can buy, you don't even have to run down there, get in line for that. You can just buy the same deal online. And I did that last time. I didn't, instead of trying to go down there, I just got online, ordered the phone, I got an electronic online card. Depending on what you want to use that card for, versus if you want to go down there or do it online. If you want to buy groceries with that card, you might want to go down there because they give you an actual card that you can swipe and put in your wallet. You can't use that to
Okay.
buy groceries online because you can't buy groceries online through Walmart.
Wow,
So,
that's pretty good though.
yep. And you get the good deal on the phone. They're extra on sale anyway. And if you do it through Walmart, they usually get our gift card through that. So,
Okay.
that's my kudos for the Black Friday ad and tip if you're looking for cell phone deals. And
Pretty good.
let's go back to the news, Shirley, since we got you back. Go ahead and tell us what you want to tell us
Okay.
about the news.
Okay, so you know the lady from Louisiana who was on fire, stating that she was burned up by the KKK. I got a problem with the whole situation because something just does not seem right to me. Can you go ahead and play the article for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I
All right,
want
well,
to-
a possible hate crime in Winsboro. Police confirmed to KNOE that a woman was set on fire on a walking trail Sunday evening. She's now at LSU Shreveport recovering, and Jillian Corder has been investigating this story since it first broke. And she's got more from Winsboro. Jillian?
That's right, April. Franklin Parish Sheriff's Department responded to a 911 call Saturday night around 8 p.m. at Civitan Park, which is in South Winsboro. 20-year-old Sharmika Moffitt made the call and said that she had been attacked and set on fire by 3 males wearing white hoodies. She was immediately transported to the LSU Shreveport Hospital, where the Winsboro Police Department says she is in critical condition.
Okay. And now what is her family saying about this incident, Jillian?
Well, friends and family of Moffett are saying that 90% of her body is burned. They're also claiming that this is a hate crime because racial slurs were written on her vehicle. The police confirmed that, yes, slurs were written on the vehicle, but they are not classifying this as a hate crime at this moment.
Okay, and Jillian, right now you are actually at a press conference, correct?
I am. I'm at a press conference where authorities, Winsboro Police, Franklin Parish Sheriff's Department, FBI, State Police, and the Fire Marshal's Office have all gathered. There is a full-fledged investigation at this point. The Sheriff's Department is calling this a horrific event that they will not be taking lightly.
Okay. All right, Jillian. Well, of course, we'll hear more from you after you go to the press conference. So, of course, KNOE.com. You can get those updates as well as at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks, Jillian. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, a possible hate crime in Winsboro.
There we go. That's the article.
Okay. Okay, so listen to this. My first question is why is it that the police don't think that it's a hate crime?
That's what my first thought was too. I'm not sure why they're not classifying it as a hate crime.
It's because something is fishy about that. It doesn't even sound right. You know? I don't understand what's going on, but old girl got something to hide. Sorry.
Let me tell you what else doesn't sound right. The fact of some of the follow-up from this particular story is that she might have burned herself, set herself on fire.
Oh.
I read another article that said that they found her fingerprints on the lighter fluid in the lighter and didn't find any other fingerprints.
Okay, so this is what they did. So they probably held her at gunpoint and told her to light herself on fire.
Hey, crazy
I
things
got a
would
problem with
happen.
self-inflicted pain. I don't know if I could do it. I can't set myself on fire. I'm sorry. I squirt some on it to me.
I'm telling you, something ain't right.
Where,
Fire.
where was she at? Where was she at when did they say where she was when this took place?
what's the
In the park or
Louisiana,
something,
right?
wasn't it?
Yes, and it was a
Park?
I thought
park.
she was in some kind of park or something.
8 o'clock at night, and it said,
So she
you
was
know, in the
grilling?
say again.
So she was grilling something?
They were saying she was walking
Mm-mm.
through the park 8 o'clock at night by herself, and the original article
On
said
a
she was
walking
wearing
trail.
Obama shirt. The clipping
Right.
didn't say that, but the other articles I said all referenced an Obama shirt.
Lighter fluid in hand. Okay. I don't know.
Something is
Guess we'll
just not
find
right.
out.
But she's
Something
90% of her body was burned. It's not even. It's uncommon for people to take that much of a risk to try to burn themselves to make something look like a hate crime. I'm not going to burn my 80. That's painful. Second, third degree burns over your
Yeah.
body, and you set yourself
Open.
on fire.
But there was lighter fluid involved.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's the accelerant that was used.
That throws out my theory altogether. I when you said lighter fluid, that threw. I know I have an Obama T-shirt and it has all those colors and stuff, and I think that stuff may be flammable. So I was thinking that possibly she was lighting a cigarette or a joint, and next thing you know, it lit the shirt on fire. But I don't know. You said lighter fluid was involved, so I don't have any kind of comment or any suggestions on what took place. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's something they ain't saying.
It is. She has a little girl too. In the picture, she may have looked like she might be around 1.5. That's too big of a risk to burn yourself, and leave your child without a mother just to make something look like a hate crime. But why? I mean, but I haven't heard a whole lot more since last Sunday about it, or any type of confirmed, yes, the fingerprints were just hers found, or yes, they were even hers found, or if that was a rumor or what have you on it. But just the concept of her burning hers, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I can't say it's not possible, but to me, I could say it's very unlikely. I'm a person of color. She's a person of color. Just thinking about most people I know from people of color. I mean, even if you were broke, you wouldn't, we know how to deal with broke survivors.
Oh yeah, let's get creative.
Yeah.
Creative.
It's not going to,
Yeah.
we're not just going to burn ourselves like that just because of money issues. Maybe if she was trying to kill herself, that wouldn't make no sense either. She leaving a child, maybe she might have some mental issues. I don't know. But
I know, right?
that doesn't sound right either.
It's just weird.
I really like to hear the outcome of it, though.
But you know what?
Maybe
That's
next week.
stuff
Maybe
like
next
that.
week we'll get some more details or something like that. So.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know.
I'm hoping so, because I just really need to understand myself. Because it doesn't make any sense at all to me. None. Why would you burn yourself, or why would you even say that 3 men? First of all, if you look at this in today's society, they're gonna do more to you than just burn yourself. But why is it that you have lighter fluid? Your fingerprints are on the can. Unless they held you at gunpoint and made you do that yourself, how you gonna prove it? I'm just saying. I watch too many criminal shows. Something ain't right.
I know, right?
I'm just saying, because it don't even sound right.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I can't even give myself a shot, let alone set myself on fire. I can't even stick myself with a needle. I know good and well I'm not going to light a match to myself, set myself up in smoke. This ain't going to work.
I'm like Terrell Owens. I love me some me.
Hello.
Me too.
That's more like Tony Braxton.
I'm sorry. All them standing around, you going to have to get me with a bullet before I done squirt you and lit you up or something.
Right?
I ain't going to let you just let me take myself out. I'm going to go down with a fight.
Well, first of all, if you're going to try to make me light myself up, I'm going to light you up too, because if I get wet, guess what? I'm either going to spray you with the same thing you make me spray myself with, or I'm going to come sit by you, so when I get up, you going up too. We're going down together. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm taking you with me. Something ain't right. Something is just not right.
It's definitely not. Audience, again, if you'd like to call in and participate and share your opinion in the show, you may call in by dialing 530-881-1300, code 165290. We're getting ready to go into our subject 5 rules of relationship engagement, but first we're going to go to a quick commercial. Be right back. Hey, and welcome back to Woman to Woman. We're going to be talking today the 5 rules of relationship engagement, and this was shared by Alicia and Kelly James, talking about their marriage solutions that work for them, and we wanted to play a little bit of that and share that today. So, and then we're going to go through and talk about a little bit. One, I might pause it in between so we can have time to talk about some of it, but they made some good points in here. And Shirley and Boogie, I want to hear what your thoughts on some of those points are as well.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I found myself and I can finally be me. And I never knew that I could be free. I've been free. Oh, I'm complete. I found me.
Hi guys, it's Alicia James and
Kelly James.
today we have a really fun video for you guys. He has a whole little thing right here on his laptop that you guys can't see. So can you tell them a little bit about what we're going to be talking about? And this is actually going to be in 2 parts. So we're going to do the 5 today, and then we're going to have 5 in another video.
Yes. Okay, so today we wanted to talk about the communication. We talked about the meetings, and we've had some great feedback on that. But today we're going to talk about tips. I don't want to call them tips. These are just things that we do. These are rules that we go by.
Yeah.
But we don't want to call them tips. Just stuff.
It sounds like a marriage counselor or something.
Yeah, we're going to be marriage counselors. The irrefutable laws of communication. But these are just things that we actually came up with. We sat down and came up with a list of things that we felt that really helped our communication. And a lot of stuff you've probably seen before or heard about or tried, and but it doesn't hurt to talk about it for people who haven't heard of it. Okay, so here we go. Tip number 1, no low blows. Not below the belt.
I like those. I will hold some of the chunkiest, juiciest things about you, or about my husband. And I'll wait till an argument, and I'll wait for it to get juicy though. You can't throw them out in the beginning. You have to wait, okay? You have to wait till they're at their angriest point.
Are you teaching them how to communicate? You teaching them how to...
Okay, you're not supposed to be doing this, but I'm just giving an example. I wait till he get real mad, and then you see the fire. You see it's starting. You see the smoke. And then that's when you throw the good stuff out, okay? You hit them with it, and then it explodes.
Are you teaching them not to do it? You teach them how to do it.
That's how to do it.
But we think speaking against
against it. Oh. I haven't done it in a while, have I, baby?
No, hasn't done it in a while. All I can say is nobody knows your partner better than you do. So you know their weaknesses, you know their strengths. So
in their deepest, darkest.
In their deepest, darkest, dirtiest, whatever. And what happens is in an argument or when you're trying to talk about something that's a little sensitive, it's great ammunition to pull out to tear that person down. So all we're saying is, no low blows. It really will help in your communication.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there. Shirley. Boogie.
Okay, why was she trying to explain what to do? After he said no low blows, I don't think she was paying attention.
She told me she has fun throwing those low blows.
She does,
Yeah.
and she did say that. Boogie, does your wife throw low blows like that?
Oh yeah, she does them all the time. But see, the problem with low blows is that if a person stays in that situation or a marriage or whatever, and the other person continues to throw those low blows, eventually the other person becomes immune to it, and it becomes immune to them altogether. And they shut them out, and they start building up this wall to where nothing phases them. They're just there, So that's what happens. I mean, you can continue to throw those blows, but after a while, a person's just going to become immune to them altogether.
Yep.
I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. Because you'd be like, whatever.
Yep, that's what you get. You start, you know it's coming. You know if you get into a disagreement with your spouse, and you know they're known for throwing low blows, eventually you're gonna just go, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here they're winding up, and when they say it, you go, oh well, okay, all right,
either that, or you start doing tit for tat.
Retaliation.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the other one.
Yes.
Yep.
And see that right there, that'll get you divorced.
Yep. It
I used
will.
to retaliate. But I started saying there's just too much energy.
It is.
I just don't even. I try not to even retaliate. I just look and go, well, that's how you feel. Well, I'm going to sleep. Well, I'm going in here and watch. I don't care about that. That's that.
It's a waste of
You
energy.
can't
Just like
change
you
some
said.
people. They just won't. It won't stop. I mean, they like throwing low blows. I mean, it makes them feel better, which is crazy.
Well, we can't change a person anyway. They have to change themselves.
Exactly.
But you can make some suggestions on things. It's like, okay, instead of always giving a negative response, you can try to say, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and you can try to get your feelings in there. But see, people they get mad about your feelings.
Yep.
You feel how you feel about situations. Can't nobody change that because of how you feel. I get into that with my husband all the time. Well, I don't know why you feel that way, because that's how I feel,
And like
because of what you're doing or what you have said, but that's my feeling.
And then they'll keep wanting to go at it like they're trying to convince you to feel something different about it.
Yeah.
That your feelings are all wrong.
Yeah.
But see, but they can hurt your feelings, but don't hurt theirs.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
don't hurt their feelings at all. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. You crazy. Something wrong with you. You got a problem. Why did you say that? That hurts my feelings. Well, you hurt mine, but still you're not supposed to hurt mine.
Whatever.
I tell you another thing.
I believe sometimes that what's good for the goose is good for the gander sometimes.
And unfortunately, I have to agree with you. I mean, they may
Some
not be right, but
people don't
sometimes
learn
it feels good.
Some people don't learn until they feel what you feel. Until
Yeah,
they see
you're
how
right.
you feel, then that's when they'll go, oh, well, that hurts. Okay, well, yeah, join the club. Why don't you stop now? I can play the same game you can play. Which you really don't want to get in that type of situation, especially with your spouse or significant other. You really don't want to sit there and play this tit for tat. It's childish. But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah, because my thing is, I can show you better than I can tell you.
You got me in trouble one day with that.
No,
Yeah,
you got yourself in trouble.
I'm not going to use that one anymore. Yeah.
Well, see, it depends on how you say it, and then it depends on the maturity of the person receiving it, too.
Exactly.
Because I say it all the time.
Maturity.
It was the
You
part
said
two.
maturity. That's the key word.
Yeah, because I said it like you said it, but the receiving part was just totally.
But all that means is, let me break you down and show you where I'm coming from. That's all that means. If they take it any other way, that's on them.
Well.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I used to be quiet when that, and I used to get attacked at that time when that lady was talking about, that where I'm getting heated and my wife would come at me and, hit below the belt, and I would sit there and go, huh. And it would hurt me so bad or tear me up, and I wouldn't say anything about it. And she'd do it over and over, and I'd tell her, hey, I don't really like that. She'd wait again, bam, hit me with something else, and I go, huh. Oh, okay, all right. And I warned her. I said, now, you keep doing this, you've been told by my family and friends that I could hit below the belt pretty good, that I'm pretty good with my mouth. I know where I want to go with this. So just chill out. And she eventually kept doing it. And one day I gave her one shot. I hit her below the belt, hit her in the throat, in the jugular, everything. And I saw her just choking inside, going, I can't believe he did this. I gave it to her. It hurt her like crazy, but instead of her learning from that, she took it to the next level. And that's what you gotta understand. Some people aren't mature enough to say, okay, let me stop. I got hit with a good one. They want to keep this little game going on. So it's tricky because I think human emotions and your response is going to be, I need to protect myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think another thing that leads into that's kind of like a protection mode is it creates a runner. It creates a lot of runner for some people, because some people, you hit them with something, they walk away, or they got to leave the house, they got to go. They don't want to sit around and just take you hitting below the belt and constantly going at them on. And then next thing you know, as soon as it starts to look like it's going to be a argument, there they go out the door. They got to go somewhere. They be gone for hours, and then you complaining why. Well, you just took off and left, and I don't know where you at, and I don't know what you're doing. And that causes a whole bunch of other suspicion. Are you going to somebody else, or are you somewhere doing something you ain't got no business doing, or what? What are you doing when you leave?
Yeah, my question is, the real question is what you doing when you leave, because that's guilt.
Yeah.
Well, you can either stand there and take it, and some people just like, well, I ain't gonna take this and just leave.
Right, but see, if
Might
you
not
dish
come
it,
back.
then you need to be able to take it. If you can't dish it, if you can't take it, then don't dish it.
Well, I'm talking about the person who's getting all the who's receiving the low blows, not giving them.
Well, I understand that. What I'm saying is the person who's dishing it out, they need to be able to take it too. Because if you can't take it, then don't dish it.
Right.
If you have a problem with me with something that I have done that you don't like, all you got to do is come to me and say, you know what, you did X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, did I do that? Well, let me fix that, and I'll apologize. But if you come to me the wrong way, you are immediately tuned out. It's like you start hearing Charlie Brown, want, because that's how I get.
This subject can probably go on for the next 6 or 7 weeks. It's just, how do you deal with that? Because, like I said, it's not something that you can actually put your finger on and say, this is how you fix this, because you have different people, and one person is more mature than the next, or less mature than the next, and that's what it all boils down to is maturity. It's a game. It basically is all. That's all it is. It's a game. I want to play this game to hurt them, to see how much this is gonna hurt, because I want to manipulate a situation. That's all it is.
I can't stand them type of people.
So the only way you're gonna fix that is for the other person that's doing all this low blow, is hitting you with these low blows, is be more mature. But you can't make them more mature.
You can't.
You can't. But sometimes, boy, let me tell you. Sometimes you just want to get down dirty with them and let them see how it really feels. Because some people, you have to show them. Because you can keep telling the person over and over and over, and they be like, whatever. Well, whatever. And they'll keep on saying that. Okay, but see, when you reverse it and do it back to them, then they understand where you're coming from.
Some people, it don't even work like that. Some people,
it comes to that.
Some people don't even work like that. Some people get worse when you do, and it gets to that tit for tat, and it's like a game. It's drama. It's constant drama going on. They don't know how to let it go. Then you coming out of your character to play into the drama, and you got suckered into the drama.
They done pulled you right on in.
Right into the drama. I know when I first got married, my mom was like, she said, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, what's up? She said, I need for you to hold your tongue a little bit, because I don't think your wife can handle how you talk. I said, what do you mean? She said, you say what's on your mind, and it doesn't matter what and how you feel, it's coming out. If you're thinking about it, it's coming out. She can't handle that. So I did that for so long. I did that for like 2 years. I didn't say anything. I kind of held my tongue. I'm like, okay, I know my words hurt, so I'm going to chill out. And I tried it. And it didn't work for me too well. Blood pressure got extremely high, et cetera, et cetera. So finally I had to go and let it go,
But sometimes it's hard.
It was brought. I honestly say it was brought out of me, because I really was trying to be nice about stuff. But
people like to push you. I understand.
Well, like you said, it's maturity. It's tit for tat. I want to hurt this person because they backed me into a corner, or the person thinks you backed them to a corner just because you asked them a question, or just because you have certain feelings. Well, I feel this way about something, and instead of being mature about it and answering that question, they rather hit you so you leave them, so they leave you alone. So you leave them alone. That's what they do. All it is to get you to back off of them. They don't know how to be mature about it and talk about stuff. Instead, let me use this to get this person to leave me alone for a moment.
Right, but all they got to do is talk about it like a grown-up. Okay, keyword grown-up. Let me just not even go there.
Well, the second point she's going to talk about is about kind of like sitting down talking, because it's about making eye contact. Let me play a little bit more.
Rule number 2. I love this one. This one is really cool. Keep eye contact. Eye contact. The reason why we do the eye contact thing is because it is really difficult to have an argument when you are looking somebody in their face. And I encourage you to be in close contact when you do this, because we do it. Actually, we've held hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've asked her to hold hands, but oh my God, it's hard.
Especially
when
when
mad,
you're really mad about something and you want to stick to your guns, it's like, I don't want to hold your hand. I don't even want to touch you right now. So it really, once you grab hands, it's like, well, it kind of levels you out. It's like, well, how can I just
But
be
y'all-
sitting here going at it with this person that I'm holding hands with? Then you start feeling kind of silly about it.
but y'all don't have to hold hands.
So
The main thing is eye contact, close proximity while y'all talk. You don't want to be spitting in each other. I mean, if y'all that close to each other's face,
Right.
eventually you're going to want to calm down, because you don't want to be yelling and screaming and spitting in each other's face. It's just, number 3.
All right, before we get to number 3, I think that is kind of hard to be sitting there being mad, even if you don't hold hands. Most of the arguments, somebody's either walking, moving. It's not sitting right in front of each other, eye to eye, and you
I
carrying
can do
on.
that. I can argue face to face, eye to eye. It doesn't matter to me.
Wow. And will she
I'm
look you
sorry,
back in the eye and keep arguing with you about it?
No, she get up and leave.
Oh, so for her, she can't do the eye contact and argue.
Nah.
She gonna make an excuse to leave if she have to.
Oh,
She
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, so I can do it. I mean, I sit and argue with you face to face all day. That doesn't bother me. Just I don't know.
What about you, Shirley?
I can argue with you on the phone, in your face, behind your back. It don't bother me. Because whatever I got to say, I need to get it off my chest. Because once I get it off my chest, then I'm good to go. But if you walk away from me, I'm just like, oh, okay, you going to walk away? Well, let me follow right behind you. I'm one of them kind of people.
Nah, I'm not gonna follow behind you. I just listen.
Oh, no,
to you.
'cause I'm
You
gonna get
walk off,
mine out.
Okay, cool. You wanna walk off, fine. You wanna be childish like that, but
But see, when you walk away, that just makes it worse, because then it just pisses you off.
Yeah, it do. It's a total piss off when you walk away. But if I'm sitting right there, I can be calm, talk on normal level if I'm sitting, because apparently at this point I'm trying to sit down and have a conversation with you. I might be upset right now, but I'm not going to sit here and yell looking right at your face, yelling your face like that, because I wouldn't want nobody yelling my face like that. I can't do it. You can yelling about somebody walking out of the room or in another room yelling, but face to face, I'm not going to purposely shout and yell at you in your face like that. That's just not me. But anyway, number 3 is about choosing your battles. Let me hear what you got to say about number 3.
Choose your battles. Not everything is worth a big argument. If you have something that you see, make sure that what you are choosing to discuss with your partner will have, make sure that it's important. Make sure that you're not just picking or nagging or whatever it is. Make sure that you choose your battles wisely, because a lot of stuff, it's just not worth it.
Choose your battle. That doesn't mean that you can't bring something up. Let's say if he's leaving his shoes in the floor or leaving the toilet seat up. I mean, it may be something that you want to bring up or talk about, but you don't necessarily have to make it a long debate. So I think that's another thing about choosing your battles. It doesn't mean don't say nothing at all or you can't say nothing at all. Just you don't have to be angry about it and make it a whole long big discussion. Why do you keep on doing that type thing?
And I do want to say too, the accountability meetings would be a great place to kind of discuss some of the smaller items. Next one is no shouting wars.
All right, Shirley, you got anything you want to add about that one? Choose your battles.
Okay, because I've been married for so long, you kind of do learn just what to talk about or what not to say, or what to not discuss, because some things are not even worth the discussion. For me, my biggest issue that I have with my husband is his and this just drives me up the wall, is don't laugh too hard, y'all. When he let his clothes pile up and they keep piling and they almost as tall as me, and then you want to use one whole day to wash up all your stuff. That's my biggest thing. Other than that, all the other stuff that we have disagreements about, I can deal with those because they're like nothingness. It's just, you have to know when it's the right one. And you will know because it'll just, you'll be like, you'll have a conversation like, you know what? How about you try to do this, this, and this? Because that's what I try to do. Because I can tell y'all don't understand. I could be a bear like you would not believe. Shut up, Boogie.
I believe it.
I said, man.
Because I'm telling you, because I have a temper that you will be like, all that came out of you? Because I hold things in, but I've gotten better with that too. I started letting them out. You may not like what I got to say, but guess what? I'm getting it off my chest because I'm telling you, I ain't trying to have no stroke. I ain't trying to have no heart attack. None of that. I'm trying to let it go. So I got to get it out. So, yeah, you do need to choose your battle, but you know which ones really need to be addressed. And some of the other stuff, you just let that go because it ain't even nothing.
Boogie, you got anything you want to add to that?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, choosing your battles. Because, like you said, you get off into that whole nitpicking thing when you just have something to say about everything. And every little bit of detail, every little bit of something where you didn't smile right when I saw you the day when I said hi. Oh, you didn't hug me hard enough. I've heard all that kind of all that kind of stuff. Well, you didn't hug me tight enough like I held you. You didn't kiss me back the way. Now you get nitpicky. You know.
Yeah.
Find something that really means something.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like I said, again, that's maturity too. I think, in my opinion, I think they have to do with maturity because some people want to just nitpick about everything, especially when things don't go exactly the way they want it to. Then that's when they want to argue or nitpick because when they say, "Oh, I love you," you don't say it immediately back to them, or you don't give them a kind of response to a question the way they want to. Then they start nitpicking. I think that's another thing that has to do with maturity. That's what people really don't emphasize, maturity.
I could agree with that. How you feel about that, T?
Yeah, you gotta know when to, to pick your battles. You do because some things just ain't worth the headache over at the moment. Especially when you know your partner. You know whether they're gonna listen. You know whether they're gonna fight up against it. You know if it's gonna be a blown out issue. You know if it's gonna hit the wrong way or they just gonna receive it the wrong way. And you just kind of like, today ain't the day. Today ain't the day. We'll say that for another day. We're going to go through the last two.
But even then, you might just want to just let it go because sometimes it's just not even worth it.
I need my peace.
Depending on what it is. Yeah, and I could be peaceful by myself without having a lot of disagreements over something stupid. And I just feel like, if I have a problem, if I don't address it right then and there and it's nothing major, then I'm just going to go ahead and let that go. But if it happens again, now we're going to talk about it.
We're going to go through the last two and talk about the last two.
Now, for those of you who have been in relationships, which I'm assuming all of you who are watching this video have been in relationships, y'all know what a shouting war is. Let me describe a shouting war for you. A shouting war is when one partner decides that they want to raise their voice and the other partner decides to out-scream or out-shout their partner. And it escalates and it goes above and beyond. And by the time y'all are finished shouting, you don't even remember what the argument was about.
That's sad.
So,
I think we've done that before.
We're
just kind of like tired and we just like...
What was we arguing about?
I don't even know what that was about. What happened?
The shouting wars never end well. When it gets in that, though, sometimes it's best to just walk away, come back later. But if y'all just shouting each other, you're not going to get your point across.
You start saying stuff that you don't mean, that you don't want to say. And once you get to that stage where you're shouting, you're obviously angry. That person is obviously angry. You're going to start saying stuff that's going to really hurt each other. And you know what? When you get to that point, sometimes a person leaves, and sometimes they can be that point where they don't come back.
Right.
And you just don't ever want to get to that point where you can possibly lose your relationship over a shouting match about something that you, in the end, won't even be able to remember why you argued in the first place.
Cool. Number 5. This is one that we are really enjoying doing right now. And I actually like this one. You like this one?
I like this one because it taught me.
Yeah.
Because that was a big issue for me. I couldn't comprehend it at first, so I like it a lot.
Well, this was something that I started it was a conversation at work about ask, don't tell. And it was really a sales concept, but it really relates to all aspects of life, all aspects of communication. Sometimes we have a tendency to tell our children, tell our partners, whatever. Like we'll say, I'm trying to think of an example.
You can use the example that you used in a previous video about how to get your man to the meeting.
Right. So getting your man to a meeting. Remember we were saying, don't tell him. Don't be like, Tyrone, I really
my God, I knew you were going to say Tyrone.
I really think you should go to this meeting. Okay? Well, then you're telling him. The key words, and this is the key words that you want to be looking for, is a who, what, when, where, and why, right? So, Tyrone, what do you think about us having the accountability meetings? Tell him you saw it on YouTube or whatever. What does he think? And words like think and feel also are very, very powerful.
Because you're not taking the power from them. You know, I know we always say it's a man thing. You know, a man don't want you telling him what to do because he want to feel like a man. But even as a woman,
thank you.
You don't want somebody you don't want to feel like you're being controlled. Like, you got this man telling you this is what you need to do. You don't want to ever feel like that. So to have somebody actually ask you and give you the power to make the choice, to make a decision, then I think you get along a lot better.
Right.
And it feels a lot better.
It does.
And it becomes your idea.
Right. You're giving them options. You're giving them a choice. And that's very, very important. So ask, don't tell. Now, we're going to talk about, in part 2, we're going to talk about, there are 5 more that we're going to.
All right, we're going to stop it right there because we got a couple minutes left. But I do like the ask, don't tell. And they also talked about the shouting wars. And Boogie, you want to say anything to that?
Man, I don't know if I have anything to say about that. They happen. You know, you try to keep them at a minimum, but they do happen. I don't know how to avoid those, you know, to be honest, but they do happen.
I do like the point where they brought up the ask, don't tell, the who, what, where, when, why in the question. Mm-hmm. And that's something, I mean, I kind of try to do that now, but now my mind is on actually those who, what, where, when, how, and why. I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep that in mind going forward, more focus on restating my words around those. So I like that concept. Shirley, you got anything you want to add?
I do, because sometimes when I'm having a discussion with my husband, he starts getting elevated, and I'm like, why are you yelling at me? I'm just talking to you like this. And I think because whoever it is having the disagreement, they get heated about it. And so they don't know how to address it any other way but to yell. So you have to just say, you don't have to yell at me. Bring it down a little bit. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. And about the ask, don't tell, you got anything you want to add to that one?
No, not right now. I have to think about that one.
I don't know. I've always been polite in that aspect where I don't tell my wife what to do. I don't tell her, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is how I always say, hey, we need to do this, or how do you think about it? What do you think about this? But, some people, they can't do that because they think that, maybe I could be wrong, but maybe they think, okay, I'm married to this person, I own them. They're mine, I can say this, I can tell them this, I can tell them that. But if you put them in that same type of situation with a mom or a dad or friends, they won't talk like that to them, but they'll do it to their spouse, which is crazy to me.
Well, I like to thank our callers for joining in to Woman Today, and we hope you join us next week for our next episode as well.